Step number one, guys, understanding the three different types of market moves. So the first type of bull market move is a violent, powerful, sudden, unmistakable surge to the upside in the form of one bar. Type number two is two powerful bars, not as elongated as type one, but very powerful. Individual bars are powerful, but when you take them together, they're just as powerful as type one. So by joining the two bars, as if these two bars, one is standing on top of the shoulders of the other, it kind of equals the power of type one. Now, type three is similar to type two in that it's not just one bar, but it's multiple bars. Now, it's not a specific number. Type 3 is not a specific number. Type 2 is. Type 2 is specifically 2 bars. It's not 3 bars. If it's 3 strong bars, it's type 3. If it's 5 strong bars, it's type 3. If it's 8 strong bars, it's type 3. Do you understand? Anything beyond 2 is type 3. But type 1 is 1 bar. Type 2 is 2 bars. They're strict in terms of the number. And type 3 is any solid move where the vast majority of your bars are the same color and they're solid, meaning that you don't get a lot of non-solid bars in the move. And this is very important. This is a very important point about type 3. It's not that you can't get a pause bar or a neutral bar in between. You just don't want a lot of them. So what makes a bull move is that it's fluid. What makes a bull move is that it doesn't have many interruptions. It doesn't have many resting periods or pauses. It just keeps going. All right? And so what you see across all three of these types, guys, is a solidity in the color of the bar. Type 1 is a very solid green bar. Type 2 is 2 solid green bars. Type 3 is a barrage of solid green bars. Those green bars might be shorter, but they're still solid. There's nothing shaky about them. There's nothing unmistakable about them. There's nothing kind of wishy-washy about them. They're solid, powerful bars, the majority of the bars that make up type 3, all right? Or types 1, 2, and 3. All right, so these are the three types: 1 bar only, 2 bars only, and a barrage of bars. Anything beyond 2 would fit into category 3. Step 2, understanding the 3 different types of pauses. Just like there are 3 moves, there are 3 types of pauses. And here's how they work. So pauses to the upside, the first type of pause is usually what I call a pullback pause. So you have a move up. Now remember, the move up can be any one. Remember, guys, the move up can be any one of these 3. 1 bar move up, 2 bar move up, or multiple bar move up. Let's not forget, when I say move up, it can be any of the 3. All right? Okay. So we first have a move up, any of the 3. And then the first type of pause is usually a pullback, a retracement, a giving back of a portion of the move up. All right? That's pause number 1. Pause type number 2 is not a give back of price. It is a marking of time pause. You see, pause number 1 gave back price. That is a price-oriented pause. You're sacrificing gain to the upside to give the stock a chance to rest. The rest for the stock or the financial item is occurring because the stock is backtracking, okay? In pause number 2, your stock or financial item is not giving back price. It's marking time, but that marking time is allowing the stock or the financial instrument to rest as well. So stocks can rest and type in by way of type 1, and they can rest to get ready to continue to go upward by virtue of type 2. And type 3 is really interesting because type 3 doesn't really give a lot of, I gotta do this with this color, right color. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Now look at the difference. Look at the difference. Let me just do this black so I keep the colors uniform. So type 1 is literally giving back price, mildly giving back price, and boom, moving forward again. Type 2 is marking time, boom, and taking off again. Type 3 is just a brief pause. It is not as elongated in time as type 1 or type 2. It's literally like a hiccup of a pause, almost as if your runner temporarily bumped into someone by mistake. That bumping into someone caused them to hiccup, hesitate, break their stride a little bit, boom, but they're off in the same stride relatively quickly. The bump into someone that was walking slow in front of them interrupted the flow a little bit, but didn't stop the movement, the subsequent movement to the upside. And so these are your 3 different types of pauses. Now, let me explain this to you guys. This is very powerful. Now, so knowing the importance of the numbers 3 and 5. Markets tend to turn or have a tendency to turn after it's done something 3 times in a row. And if it continues, it has an even more powerful tendency to change after it's done something 5 times in a row. So 3 is the first stop, 5 is the second stop. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about. Remember I told you that there are 3 types, 3 ways a market can pause. So check this out. Here's market move number 1. Here's pause number 1. This is one move, interrupted by a pause. Boom! Here's move number 2, interrupted by another pause. Remember these 2 pauses, all right? And boom! Here's move 3 that is more likely now to have some type of change. Why? 3 legs have been achieved. And this is what we're talking about today. How to read the market's legs, the market's beautiful legs. All right. And if you traders can count to 3, you're going to be okay. And for you advanced types, if you can get all the way to counting to 5, you're even going to be better. All right. So many people ask me, Oliver, do you think that it's possible for anyone to really learn how to trade? And says, well, can you count to 3? You say, well, yeah, of course. Well, then I think yes. But can you count to 5? Well, yes, of course I can. Then you're going to really be okay. All right. Because 3 would capture about, guys, 70%. 70% of your turns your changes in trend, your changes in the nature of the stock, in the nature of the move, in the nature of the momentum, in the nature of whatever the stock is doing, 70% change after three legs. Let's look at three legs on the downside. All right, I'm going to do it with the red, right? So you got move one, pause one, move two. Oh, I did that wrong color. Move two, pause two. Remember the three types of pauses. Boom! Move three. So do you see the three legs? You see the three legs? Those beautiful three legs. The market's not a two-leg animal. It's a three-leg animal sometimes. Sometimes it produces a four-leg animal. Sometimes it produces a five-leg animal. But most of the animals that the market produces have three legs, four legs, or five legs. Three legs up to five legs. Typically, 70% of the time, your turn's gonna happen in some way, or your change some way happens after the third leg. So just knowing how to read legs and pauses and being able to count to 3 to 5 can have you playing this concept like a freaking pro.